Hello, and I'm Carolyn Wellman, and I'm known as the Contest Queen, and I'm going to teach you today how to win sweepstakes. Now, this isn't the usual type of giveaway. I'm going to show you all the alternative methods of entry that I've kind of been piling up on my desk because I've been so busy, and I thought I'm going to go live and teach all my friends how to enter things other than the standard online entry form. So if you have any questions, post them in the comments. I will answer them. If you see me looking over to my right occasionally, I'm also live on Instagram answering their questions. And so everybody gets to learn at the same time. Unfortunately, I can't do it all on one feed because Facebook and YouTube is a horizontal feed and Instagram is a vertical feed for live. And so we're in two different places today, teaching as many people as possible how to win giveaways. Now, the reason I love doing this is I feel like I'm channeling my inner Helene Hatzel right now, because before she would teach people how to win and how to master her spec method, she would say, let me be a channel to help people help themselves. So I want to be a channel to teach you how to go out there and win lots of giveaways yourself, because not only is it easy, it's a lot of fun. So let's start with the most obvious one that I have in front of me. Oh, you can't see it on the on the YouTube channel. In Canada, we have McDonald's Monopoly happening right now. Whoops, there it is. Right, and we have the stickers. So let's see what I went. So I went and got a tea. That's very important. Again, read the rules is my number one tip for a reason. I could have just gone into McDonald's and bought a tea and got 2 stickers. However, if I use the app to order, there's an app giveaway too. So people ordering via the app are also in to win a different part of the promotion, because they have different segments and different prizes. And on Mondays, you can also win on Twitter. Now, I believe this one is just Canada. Every country has their own giveaways at different times. So you have to check your local sweepstakes aggregates. When I started way back in 2000 to enter giveaways, or 2001 rather, to enter giveaways, there was no place to teach me how to do it. I had to figure it out myself over time. That's why I'm so good at this. I made every mistake under the sun, and I can teach you what not to do when entering giveaways. That said, when I began my journey as the contest queen, I created my website, contestqueen.com, as a hub of all things contesting. And so you don't have to do what I did. I have a section of resources that you can go check out. And the most popular section, of course, is the aggregate section. So I have different pages for different areas of the world, and I list all the aggregates. And there's new ones. Sometimes some fade out, some new ones start up. And I try to keep the list as update and as current as possible. And so if you go there, check all the different ones out, and they make entering sweepstakes so much easier, because what they do is they list legitimate sweepstakes open to, well, I was going to say everyone, but sometimes they're local, sometimes they're open to, say, a few states or a certain province or a certain country. So again, you have to read the rules. That's why you got to read the rules. But they take a lot of the legwork out for you. And then a lot of them have different sections. They divide it up. So if you only want to enter for trips, if you only want to enter single entry giveaways, if you want to enter ones that are ending, today and tomorrow, just to catch up and anything you missed, it's all organized for you, which makes entering giveaways so much easier. And so that's what you need to do. I did not have a chance to print out the rules for this giveaway to read those sections to you before I went live, because in Canada it's Thanksgiving today, and I did sleep in a little bit. I know it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but by the time I got up and did all the housework today, because it's a good day to catch up on the laundry and whatnot, it was time to rush out, get tea, and run a few errands to show you the different giveaways. because I'm also going to be entering on my phone, and I'm going to show you how to use your cell phone to win giveaways, because I don't always enter on my computer. My computer is my favorite way to enter, but the phone is so convenient, plus you can enter on the go. So normally I use this phone as my camera, but I needed it today, so yeah, I'm not using it as my camera. I'm using it to enter sweepstakes and teach you all how to win. And again, remember, if you have any questions, post them in the comments, and I'm just going to scan here on Instagram. There's no questions yet, so just answer questions. So let's see, what did I get here? I got a Toronto Airport and let's see, Lake Louise. Now, I don't know what the rare ones are. There's usually a blog post every year that posts the rare ones, and I didn't check that. Now, another thing that's fun is I kept the ones from the other day. You can usually get the, you can usually pick up the game board at McDonald's, but I didn't grab that one. And the other thing is too, you're going to notice I have more than 2 stickers here. Not only have I saved some from the previous days, but as I was walking out today, this is where you need to be bold when you're winning. There was a little old man sitting there, and it looked like he'd finished his coffee. And I said to him, "Excuse me, are you playing the McDonald's Monopoly?" And he said, "No, I'm not." And I said, "Can I have your game pieces, please?" And he said, "Absolutely." And I said, "But if you win something instantly, like a free coffee, of course I would give it to him to go claim." But he didn't, and he gave me his pieces. And then 2 seats over, another elderly gentleman was just finishing his lunch, and he says, "I'm not playing either. Would you like my game pieces?" And I said, "Absolutely. Thank you very much." And so I took away 6 pieces today. I haven't checked the board. I got a couple of duplicates, but you never know, you know. The McDonald's Monopoly, and there's a lot of other giveaways in the same realm, is a seeded contest. Now, the most famous seeded contest is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You may remember in Ronald Dahl's book, what Charlie had to do is find one of 5 golden tickets in the chocolate bar. And what that means is you're looking for, it's been seeded. So what the sponsor does is they will seed, in that case, the golden tickets throughout their production, and you have to be lucky enough to find one. It's the exact same with the current giveaways where you have to collect to win, and they seed the winning pieces throughout the different food products, and you have to be lucky enough. And there's a lot of people that don't play. So you know what that means. A winning prize could end up in the bin, easily be thrown away. I know that always makes my stomach hurt when I think somebody might have had Boardwalk and thrown it away. Oh my gosh, right? So, I didn't take it down because I was busy. Higher Dimensional Living on YouTube says, "Hi, Carolyn, sending some love from Los Angeles, California. Thank you. What's the money board behind you?" I forgot to take it down. I don't know, on Instagram, you can kind of just see the little corner there. I did a money board exercise from Helene Hadsel in her book, The Name It and Claim It Game. I've done a whole video on it. There's 2 videos on YouTube, a part 1 and a part 2. And I'm going to just suggest you go check those out, because I don't want to focus on the money manifesting today. I want to focus on the winning. Well, I guess it is kind of money manifesting in a way, because, you know, prizes are worth something. Oh, Amy says, "I recently won a gecko bobblehead. A bobblehead." That didn't want to. That's fun. Prizes are always good. And so now the other thing with the app is, if I go to the McDonald's app, right? You got to have all the apps on your phone. Oh, it's always so hard to see, even though I turn down the brightness. Okay, let's turn it down even further. Hopefully you guys can see that a little bit. I go into the McDonald's app, and then they have, see, a win amazing tech, earn and redeem points on the app to enter. So this is the app Go Sweepstakes, right? So you got to make sure you're entering, and it's the exact same time. So you can win flip phones, Galaxy watches, buds, and 100,000 McDonald's reward points. Holy moly. And so you earn rewards and you're automatically entered. So I hit enter now, and it just shows that I need to order, but I've already done that. So I was automatically entered. So what I'll want to do later is go and read the rules to see if I can mail in an entry for that one. And then I think I have to go on the, oh, this is where my reading glasses come in. Yeah, I have to read the rules because I don't have the website, but there's a code, and then you start entering the codes in on the website. And last year you could get into it through the app, but apparently this year you can't for the McDonald's game. Yeah, they're not letting you do that this year. All right, so that's fine. So I'll have to do that after. So then I'm going to go and enter all those codes in. So that's another way to win. And then I'm going to see if there's a mail-in option because it's a purchase sweepstakes. And so that on Instagram, Fusa says, what is the site? For this contest, it's McDonald's Canada for this particular giveaway. So that's what I'm doing. I'm having my tea. Now, to make things more fun, Tim Hortons, the competitor to McDonald's, is having a hockey contest. Now, you have to be careful because George, my boyfriend, goes every morning to get coffee, and we split it. And I turn mine into a latte because I like my latte, cafe au lait, right? I asked him to get me a few of these, but I'm also extremely crazy frugal. And I'm extremely frugal. So apparently, these are $1.99 a pack. Crazy. If you buy a coffee, it's 99 cents. But again, I'm going to go find the mail-in option. That's why I'm showing you a lot of these. And I have some envelopes for another giveaway I'm going to show you. And so this one, you can win instantly in the packs. Now, I said, get me 5 packs because I thought they were 99 cents each. But apparently, he got one for 99 cents and the rest were $2. I'm like, why did you just not buy one? And he said, but you wanted 5. And I'm like, okay. So I did not get an instant win in these. And so you collect the hockey cards. There are people that collect the whole sets. I'm going to open 3 of them. I'm going to save some for some shorts. I can't do all my stuff on YouTube. And I want to do some stories and some shorts, but I want to see if I win something instantly. Apparently the golden cards are worth something. I don't know what. He's a superstar. No instants. Remember I collected hockey cards as a kid. We always used to hockey cards, like got them, need them, got them. And I had some from before. I did 1 pack before. I'll do 1 more. We'll see if I win anything. But the idea is you got to look for sweepstakes everywhere because the more options. Oh, Scott says some of the cards could be worth money up on eBay. Well, we'll see. Oh, Brittany says, do you know if McDonald's will have this in the U.S. soon? I do not think the U.S. is going to do McDonald's again after the big scandal. If you can find it, go watch the McMillions documentary. And it is absolutely shocking how it mucked up. If not, go to my website, contestqueen.com, and search McDonald's, or McMillions actually might be better. And I linked to an article that outlined the whole crazy scandal. And I knew the minute I read it, I thought, oh, somebody's making this into a movie. So it was a documentary. But Ben Affleck and Matt Damon bought the rights with their company to do the movie. And I thought, yeah, I knew it. The minute I heard it, I thought someone's buying the rights to make this into a movie because it's just a crazy story. Oh, I still don't have an instant win, but look at this one. This one's all shiny. So who knows? I'm going to put these aside and I'm going to see what I have. Maybe someone would have a set. And you can actually buy binders from Tim Hortons. They sell the binders to collect all the cards. Oh, someone said she won a $20 gift card, a different contest on her coffee pods she purchased yesterday. Yeah, there's giveaways everywhere tied into places. Now, the other thing I did was I stopped on my way back, because, this is what I do. I needed to fill up with gas. And I use the app. The contest, I hadn't checked the dates. I think it was over on the 30th of September. But a lot of the apps, so every company that you frequent, if they have an app, download it, because you will frequently find sweepstakes and giveaways attached to the apps. So, for example, this one is Coca-Cola. I almost need to bring my camera down a little for this so you guys can see what I'm doing, but then it cuts my head off. This is where vertical video is actually a benefit. So wherever you live, go and find all your local sports teams. I'm sure they have an app, and download it. Whatever city you're in, because every city, everybody watching is going to live in a different place. So your sports teams are going to be different, and you win lots of prizes related to those sports teams. For me, I live near Toronto, so we have the Maple Leafs and the Raptors. So I'm going to show you two of the app giveaways, and one of them I'm going to have to push the table back a little further because I need to spin this chair, and it's really funny, but I think you're going to like it. I came on this morning, and there's a Blue Crew giveaway, and it says you can win an official Toronto Maple Leafs helmet and tickets to a road game, including flights, accommodations, and more, and you can be sure that I already entered that. So I go into the fans area, and there was a giveaway that called for to scan a bottle. Now, I had trouble in the app with it, and I think it's my phone. So if that happens to be the case, then what I want you to do is go to the website. So this is my Chrome browser, and this one has it. Okay, it's thinking. Okay, get started. And if you scan a Coke, okay, so I went and bought a bottle. Now, what's fun about this, let's see. Do I just hit capture? It says got it. Let's see. Image processing. This is why it's always good. And then, oh, success. Okay. It says it just, my browser has decided it was an unsafe connection. And I'm like, that's okay. Just go ahead. Okay. Now it wants to do it again. Does it want to do it again? What do I do here? Oh my goodness. This is funny. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Oh, tap to place. Move a bit closer. Oh dear, now it's a game. I don't even know if I can show you. Oh no, it's, as soon as I tap away, okay, I have to hit the puck. Let's see, what did I do? Oh, I see. You want to tilt the board. Oh, I need to score a goal. Oh my goodness. I'm terrible at these games. Oh wait, did I just get one? Ooh, I just got one. This is hilarious. How many chances do I get? Oh, I got another one. Oh, that one was a dud. That it? No, it's I can still go. Oh, I see I have to flick it really hard. This is hilarious. Okay. Okay. So it says I'm a champ. I don't know if that means anything. Okay. It wants my initials just like the old video games. So I'm going to put in my initials and let's see. Okay. What do I get? Okay. Now it says enter for a chance to win. Oh, some people have some really high scores. Okay, so it says come back and enter for more, and I'm in to win a food delivery card, a Yeti cooler. Oh, we so want one of those, and a $25 gift card to a sports apparel company. So now I've got it, and I can do it every day. Now, when I went into the Shell gas station to buy this, they're having a buy two of these. There's several different drinks, but buy two products for $4.75, and you're in to win a year's worth of gas, and you scan the Air Miles card. So, and then you got 10 extra bonus miles. So I got my 10 extra bonus miles. I got the two Cokes, the one I needed to scan, and a backup, I guess, if somebody drinks it on me. So I have that. And now I'm also going to go back and check out the rules, because every purchase sweepstakes should have a no purchase option or a second chance drawing that you can go and find in the rules and enter an additional way. So I like to support the sponsor by buying the product and doing it the proper way. And then I also mail in a second chance drawing because, you never know. Amy said, do you collect Coke codes? No, we don't in Canada. Coke stopped having their Coke codes in 2006. So we don't have Coke codes here anymore. Sometimes Coke will do a sweepstakes. I remember one summer I was looking for gold caps. All the caps were gold. They would have codes. You would enter that code in and you could instantly win a prize. So let me just see. Did I miss any of the comments? Oh, I missed a long one here. If a contest is open, here, I'll put it up here, the long one. If a contest is open to both Canada and the US, the issue is sometimes the entry doesn't allow alphanumeric, like Canadian postal code, it only allows numbers. What's a good one to enter without invalidating the ender? It usually allows only 5 digits, like a US zip code. Yes, that happens sometimes because the company that is running this giveaway did not vet the sweepstakes before running it for all types of entries. They just assume it's going to work. So my default is to try 5 zeros. If not, try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See what happens. Otherwise, sometimes I'm a little cheeky and I put like 90210. Yeah, you know how old I am by making that joke. So that's what I do as a default. Oh, yes. Okay. Now we're bouncing back and forth in the, yeah, Bonnie says, I still love the mail-in options. I know, right? Fun. Oh, and Brittany says, I did watch the documentary. It was fascinating, but unbelievable. My favorite part of the sweepstakes, and I've always said to people, the rules are a legal and binding contract between the sponsor and the entrant and should be court actionable. And I don't know if anybody ever really believes me when I say that. And then in that documentary, when the lawyers, the attorney general, took the sweepstakes rules and used those rules against the people that cheated in the court, I was like, there you go. The rules are a legal and binding document by the sponsor and the entrant because the attorney general used them in a court of law. There you go. So that was very fascinating. Oh, see, Wawa has an app sweepstakes going here in the mid-Atlantic of the US. Yes. So again, check all the apps like I did. So I have apps for on my loyalty cards. And points. I have apps for the stores that give discounts and points. I have apps for all the parking places or not parking. Well, I do have the parking apps, but they don't have sweepstakes. All the gas station apps, because a lot of them have giveaways. So there's all kinds of apps. And so actually, I'm going to push the table back a little bit for this one because this one's really funny. This one, it's very frustrating. I was getting my niece to do it yesterday while we were visiting. See if maybe the kids had a little more luck. So this app is one of those VR kind of virtual 360 with our local basketball team. And you go on here and I'll get it started and you have to see this. So I say, I don't need the sound. I don't play with the sound. And basically you're trying to find little lightning bolts in various rooms and you can win codes for product, or the biggest prize is like a suite at a game. And so you can see that it's 360. So as I turn, you can see that the room that turns, and then I look for the little lightning bolts, but sometimes I found if I just tap anywhere, it pops up. And then see, let's see if I won something. I'm doing this backwards. And this is where my niece was like, oh, I'm tired of the air balls. That means you didn't win anything. Keep trying. And there's different rooms, but to go all the way around, I find I have my swivel chair and it's easy for me just to go around and like tap, tap, tap and air balls. So this is one of the tricks that I use. I take advantage of my. Oh, we have the basketball now. Let's see if I won anything. Hairballs. Of course, I'm not winning live on because that would make sense, right? So let me get to one of the other rooms. So this is another one of the rooms, and I just tap around. And this one's harder to find the spaces. For some reason, some of the rooms seem to be harder. Oh, there's something. Let's see. One more. But there's different rooms. There's 4 different rooms. I'm not going to do all of them. Let's see. Did I win anything? Of course I didn't. So I'm just going to shut it off. But I wanted to show you that trick. The swivel chair is your friend in these contests that have the 360 feature. Let's see. Is there any other? Oh yeah, Belle says don't become a professional basketball either, Carolyn. Yeah, no. Claude says axe is my Raptors axe. I win a lot of prizes from them. Yeah, it is fun. Pyramid said what it's called. I'm late. That one is the Raptors contest. But you have to go to all your local sports teams. So, for example, if you live near New York City, you're going to check all those teams out. Chicago, LA. There's so many what they call major markets. And I don't live right in town. I'm like an hour away. But to me, if I won tickets, it's yeah. Oh, yeah. David says not if you suffer from vertigo. Well, that's when you get your wife or your kids or your husband or somebody else or your friend, your best friend to do the swivel chair. Lisa says, honestly, the swivel chair idea is brilliant. This reminds me of a sweet win when the Sony earbuds, it drove me crazy wandering around the house, but worth it. I won. Oh, congratulations. But yeah, and then sometimes I'll be at the gym and I'm like, oh, I wonder if it's a good time because I'm up early. I'm at the gym. I'm walking on the treadmill. And of course, I've got the bug to win sweepstakes. So I'm walking along and I'm playing the game and I'm doing this. I'm walking along. And then the other trick is I'll here, I'll show you guys actually what I do. So if I'm playing the game, did I close it? No. So if I'm walking along, let me get back to it kicked me out. Let me just get back into it. I see if you're out of it for a long time, it'll take you out. So I'm walking along, I'm on the treadmill, I'm walking along. And the trick that I do is because it's 360, but I'm not turning. I'm not one of those fanciful people that can turn on the treadmill, is I will turn the phone and I will be looking down. Let's see. No air balls. So if I'm walking along and I'm doing this, and then I will literally hold it in front of me like this, and I'll tap away from me and oh look, I hit something. So I'll be walking on the treadmill trying not to trip or air balls. That's so funny. But that's another trick. If you can't do that, you can just turn the phone and not yourself, right? You don't have to turn yourself. Oh look, see, I hit something else. I wasn't even looking. But the funny thing about this contest is it's actually a timed giveaway. So what they do is just like any other sweepstakes. They've said, we have this many prizes between this time and this time. And the computer just literally scatters the time. So if you happen to hit a little thing in the game at the right time, you win a prize. It just happens to be you were the one. And if there's a lot of people playing, you may or may not be the one that hits it at the time. That's why some people swear by entering sweepstakes in the middle of the night. One that I usually do on my computer, but I wanted to show you guys on this live is here. There's one where you submit an essay and then you get a code back, right, with a link. So I'm going to show you. Normally I do this on my laptop, but you can do it on your phone. This is the beauty of the phones being so powerful now, is that you can take all these giveaways. So this is a Nescafe giveaway. Oh, it never seems to want to show. Okay, so there goes my email address. Then I put in the code. Where do I put paste? Paste. I just do cut and paste. Okay, let me see if I can show you guys. Again, dim it down. For some reason, it's easier when it's dim. Okay, so there it is. Okay, there's my entry with my code. And I hit submit, and then I pick English. And then let's see, did I win anything? Sorry, this cup isn't a winner. Now, again, some people's theory is they win better in the middle of the night when less people are entering. So instead of entering this today, I could have saved it. And then if I got up in the middle of the night to go to the washroom, I could just take that. Someone's asking if these are apps. Yeah, there's apps. So there's apps for all your local companies. So your local grocery stores, your local sports teams, your local loyalty clubs, your local, you can, I can tell you what I'm doing, but they might not apply to you because you might not live in the same country. You might not live near the same city. So I'm entering, because I'm an hour outside of Toronto, I'm entering for the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Raptors and our Blue Jays that just disappointed us. And Toronto FC, which is our soccer team, if you like soccer. So that I have all those apps. But if you live near Philadelphia, you're going to be entering, I believe one of the teams is the Eagles. You know, if you're near Seattle, you know what, I should pick like LA has the Rams football, right? Go find their app, see if they have any giveaways. I'm positive they do, right? The New York Rangers is the hockey team. Go find their app. Like every team has their own app. Go find them. They all love them. Somebody asked again about the money board. Go and find my 2 YouTube videos. They're also on Facebook they're also on Facebook for, I just did a part 2 on the money board, and I'm going to be blogging soon because it was a long weekend here and I didn't have a chance to go get the fancy washi tape I wanted to get for it. So mine's not 100% done yet, but I'm working on it. Oh, someone on Instagram said when I was at the gym and I'm doing this, don't people think you're taking pictures of them? I don't think they do, because if I was taking a picture of somebody, I'd be doing like this. Instead, I'm doing like this, and this just looks weird. This is definitely not picture taking. No one has ever asked me what I'm doing, but I bet you I've gotten some looks. Yeah, I don't think they think that I'm taking advantage of them. So there's another thing. So when I went into the gas station to get the Cokes and scan my card, so now I'm in to win 2 contests. I call this sweepstakes stacking, right? So I get the 2 Cokes and I scan my card and I'm in to win a year of gas. I take the Coke, I scan it in another contest, and I'm in to win prizes from Coke and the Toronto Maple Leafs and maybe some, Yeti products. Then I always ask for the receipt, and what do you know? There's sweepstakes at the bottom of the receipt. So if I go on my phone, I'm doing them on my phone normally. Again, like I said, I prefer to do my laptop or my Chromebook for this, because sometimes if we sit and watch TV, I will sit and enter some sweepstakes on my Chromebook while we're watching a movie or a show or something, right? So then I got the opinion survey up. And I'm not going to take the time to enter it now, but that's the idea. And it says you can win fuel for a year. So another chance to win fuel for a year. And with gas prices the way they are, definitely enter that giveaway. So I'm just going to save this page. I don't have to enter it now. And so I can enter it. Another one that you're looking for is any pin coded, a Rogue McDonald's sticker in with the. Another one that I like to enter, there's code-based contests, and this one was from chocolate. We had chocolate. So always look, and it's rare that really super healthy food has giveaways, but you're going to find sweepstakes on chips and pop and chocolate. So this one is caramel bars, and you want to take the code that's on the inside. Now, the problem with this one is they printed them in red on the silver, and they're next to impossible to read. I have to like bend it and twist it. And here's the other thing, the O's and the zeros look very much alike, but you'll realize the zeros are narrower than the other ones. So I put in that code. My autofill came up, so I entered it. And let's see if this won anything. Thanks for the contest entry. I did not win a daily prize, but I'm in to win one of 3 $10,000 cash prizes. Feel free to enter another code. Now, I don't like entering the other code right away because if they're doing a random draw, I don't want all my codes together. So I'll wait till tomorrow if I have another code. And again, I saved a couple of other receipts to show you, right? So that was from the gas station. I bought something at Staples the other day, run my own business, always at Staples. I could win a $1,000 Staple gift card. That would be very handy, especially since I run a business. This one, I could win 1,000,000 PC Optimum points. Now, surveys take time, so they are the last ones I do, but to me, they're perfect if you're watching TV and you just have time to enter them. You're not having to focus really. You can go ahead and do that. Okay, somebody is asking about referral contests. What about when someone tags you in a link? Does that give them more entries for a contest? Okay, so here's how. There's 2 different kinds of tagging. So there's the Instagram style giveaways, for example. So say, for example, you don't have any sweeping friends and you're going to tag me. So if you go to, XYZ contest, they're giving away, I don't know, a gift basket of beauty products or a gift card to their clothing company or whatever it is. And you'll find they're seasonal. Like I just did a Thanksgiving one for us here in Canada. And you could tag a friend. And so what you want to do is you would say tag in Instagram at the contest queen, because I was late to the game and contest queen was already taken. So I'm Facebook and Instagram, I'm the contest queen, and on YouTube and Twitter and TikTok, I'm just contest queen because I got my name soon enough. Oh, same with Pinterest. So most of them I'm contest queen, and a couple I'm the contest queen. It's still me though. And so if you tag the contest queen, you get an entry into the giveaway. I don't get anything. I just get notified there's a giveaway. Now, I don't have time to enter that many Instagram giveaways because like everybody loves to tag me because they get an extra entry. And I don't mind, actually. It makes me happy thinking that hopefully somebody would win tagging me, and that just, share the joy, share the fun, right? Now, some sweepstakes will say tag a friend. Some will say multiple entries. If I do an Instagram giveaway, I only enter 5 to 10 people, depending on what the prize is. And that's it. There's some people that will tag like 100 people. First of all, I don't know how I would have that many people to tag in Instagram, but some people do. And I don't want to spend that much time on Instagram giveaways because, as you can see, like I've had these piling up. There's so many different types of giveaways to enter and styles and formats that I can't spend all day on, one Instagram giveaway. I want to, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, so to speak. Now, if it's a referral giveaway, so you enter, and then it's like for WooBox is famous for this. It'll pop up and say, hey, here's a code. If you share this with your friends and they enter, you get an extra entry. So if you send it to me and then I enter, you get an extra entry. My trick for that is, because a lot of times if it's 1 entry per person, I will enter, and then I will use my referral entry code to go and enter George. So then I get the extra entry while entering him. Okay, so that's one way to do it. But It depends on which kind of tagging. Okay, someone's asking, when mailing in entries into sweepstakes, do you have any advice to ensure your entries go into different mail bags? For example, send an envelope with different return address. The return address won't matter. Actually, why don't I do that right now? So I had printed out these, and of course, I let this pile sit so long, and I forgot to put the dates. I forgot to drag out the dates from the rules when I printed out the printing. The first one's already expired, annoyingly enough. Okay, now here's my trick for this. This is a purchase lottery. It's our local lottery corporation. And so every state and every province has their own lottery corporation. So you have to go to your lottery, your state lottery's website and check out. In the States, something you have very frequently is second chance giveaways. We don't have those very frequently in Canada. So again, check. So this one says, on a plain, print your first and last name and a complete mailing address on a plain piece of paper. So I tend just to use, of course I can't reach it behind me. I just use printer paper. Just grab some out of the printer. I just use printer paper. Nothing fancy. You get a ream of it. It's cheap. In an envelope with sufficient postage, and I have to write 100-word or more unique original handwritten essay. I will never remember the word count. So what I do is I write the essay in Word, or you could use Google Docs or whatever program you like. It'll give you the word count. Once I pass 100, then I hand copy it onto here. Okay. So I'm going to start it off. And here's how I would say this is first name and last name. Okay, so I print that and try to print neatly because someone has to read this if you win and contact you. So you want to make sure it's as clear as possible. And so if you have to go slowly so that your printing is clear, it's better. Okay, address including, okay. Then it says why I have to do it. So why do I like a particular, okay, so I like, and then, so I would start it with I like, and then put it on there. And then I have to do the same. So there's two there. So I'm going to do, there's two different promotions. And then you have to read. So I can use any kind of envelope. Sometimes the local thrift stores will have all kinds of extra envelopes. Sometimes card stores will sell off extra envelopes. When I had a former business, we still have a box of 500. So I use these and I just put stickers or I white these out and I just reuse them. And again, I handwrite this. I don't always handwrite my return address. Sometimes I'll just put a sticker for that. But I will handwrite the entry because they want you to handwrite. They want you to handwrite the essay. And so I also handwrite the address that they have in here. And again, try to be as neat as you can because it has to go through the postal system. And they have to be able to read it, and you want it to get there. You don't want it to be returned. Jiminy Crickets, this is a long address. I'm like writing it from a quarter in right to the end. Maybe I'm writing too big. I don't know. And so that's, I just want to do, if there's a suite, I might put it beside just to do that. So I don't go to the bottom of the envelope. Okay. And so I have one done. Oh, and it says essay must include eligible username and address. as registered in the player account. Oh, see. So I can put it over here. So you have a handle. Okay, there you go. So I added that. See, it's very important to read the rules. Now, if I hadn't have read the full thing, I might not have put that there. And then I might have been disqualified. And it doesn't always have to be a number 10. I have these card ones, so I can do that too. So that's another option for you to do. If a contest, oh, Lisa says, I swear they make some of those addresses long just to bug sweepers. Oh, I totally agree with you. When mailing into sweepstakes, do you have any advice to ensure your entry? Oh, okay. So, sorry, I read that one already. I would split them. So if you can say you can mail in one a day, you would set them all up, and then every day just mail one, and it would just get into different places. I think I had a question on Instagram that I missed. Oh, do I enter raffles? Yes, I do. Why not? We have some big, they call them lotteries, even though technically, by definition, it's a raffle. We have ones here for homes and cashes and cars, and so sometimes I buy tickets to those. In Canada, we don't have, and so in the States, you guys have the HDTV home lottery where you can win a fully furnished home by just entering. Home sweepstakes, but we don't have that. We only have home lotteries, so I buy the tickets to those because you never know. And I do buy lottery tickets when I'm feeling lucky. And so let's see, is there any more questions? Okay, so the other thing is to look at what you get with your order. So this one, I was at the grocery store and it came with a QR code and it said, so this is similar to, it's similar to the opinion one, but it didn't come at the bottom of my receipt. It came separate. And so my old phone didn't like, I had to get a QR code scanner app. But this one, if I hold the photo out, if I take a picture of it, if I just hold the camera, it recognizes a QR code. And then I can just say open in browser and it opens out the app. And so it asks for the receipt, which I just put it over there. And so another receipt option. And again, those are great to do when you're watching TV because you're just sitting there, watching a movie or a show. And instead of eating while you watch TV, which isn't so good for your waistline because you shouldn't eat after dinner, enter sweepstakes. So not only are you saving calories, you are potentially winning something huge. So I just wanted to pop on here for a little bit and show you the different ways that I enter sweepstakes. Now, of course, the most common way is to go to your favorite sweepstakes aggregate. And I have a whole list on my website because I make it easy for you guys. I said at the beginning, when I started, there was nothing. I had to hunt around. I had to poke around. I had to do all this stuff. Oh, there's a good tip. Somebody sent in, she said, if they say a plain white envelope, Scott, sorry. If they say a plain white envelope, I use a fancier stamp that might help it stand out. Oh, good tip. Yeah, so number 10s, and you can get all this stuff at the dollar store. Great place to get supplies. Thrift stores, sometimes you can find supplies at thrift stores. You don't have to spend a ton of money to be a winner. Sorry, I was saying at the beginning that when I started this, I had to hunt down everything. So I made contestqueen.com a hub of all things contesting. And so if you're new to the hobby, go and check out the resource section, find an aggregate you like. There's different styles, different formats. Some are paid, some are freemium. some have trials, some have options where if you pay, you can use it to sort. And if you still need help with all of this, you can buy my book, How to Win Cash Cards, Trips, and More. I'm still working on prizes everywhere. It's coming along, but not as fast as I would like. And because I still do 100 other things a day. And writing takes a lot of concentration for me. Other people maybe not, but for me. And then you can always take one of my workshops. It's it's not expensive, and trust me, one win will pay for what you learn. It's really worth it. Oh, Carly asked, do you call radio stations? Any way to be caller 15 or whatnot? Yes, I do. And it's the fastest phone possible. Now, I find landlines are faster than cell phones. And if you work in an office where they have a big APX system, they're even faster still. And as less and less people have landlines, I find for me, it's harder to get through, but there's still people that always get through. And a lot of times they're not even doing call-ins anymore. You have to register on the website, and then you have to listen for your name, and you have 10 minutes to call in to win. Or they'll give out a code word, you text it in. If they call you back, they give you a code word. If you text it in, if they call you back, you win the prize. Or they give out a code word, you take that code word to the website, you enter it, you're in to win the prize. And then sometimes they're just straight up online giveaways. So I'm finding it's very rare for me to try to call into a radio station anymore. But for a while I had a landline. And I did find that when I had the landline, because my internet provider called me and they said, hey, we have a deal right now. You can get faster internet service. We're going to give you a few television stations like basic cable and a landline for less than what I was paying just for internet. I'm like, absolutely. And I found I did win more often with the landline than I did with my cell phone. That said, if you have more than one phone, like if you and your friend hear it, both of you start dialing, maybe one of you get through, you never know. I think I've gotten all the questions here from Instagram and Facebook. Yep, I think I did. And so I'm going to wrap this up. So I hope that gave you some ideas that don't just stick to the straight up online fill a form giveaways. Look for alternative ways to win, because the more diverse you are in your hobby, one, I think it's just more fun, because it's kind of like playing, right? You don't want to play the same game every time. If you mix it up, oh, look, I got codes. I'm mailing something in. I'm entering a game. I'm swiveling in my chair. I'm trying to hit an instant win in the middle of the night. All kinds of things. I try the different things, and it just makes the whole hobby more fun. And when you're having fun, that's when you win. At least that's what happens to me. So, Patty says she's on a bookmobile. Well, you never know, right? And it's a matter of thinking. Someone said to me that they were having trouble winning big prizes because they're harder to win. And I go, no. That's your mindset. You think it's harder to win, so it is harder to win. It takes just as much time to enter an online form to win a car as it does movie passes. It's not any harder. And if you really want to win the big prizes, those are what you should be focusing on when you're entering. Those are the ones you should be focusing on. And then enter for all the other stuff, so that your energy is going out for the bigger ones first. It's not harder to win. They are further between, but it's not harder to win. I hope that clears that up. Stay tuned, because I keep coming out. It's October. I have some chats coming up with fellow sweepers. I hope to book some other interviews with different people. And of course, I always have my monthly sweepstakes Q&A. So just keep following me. Send me any questions. You can email me at questions@contestqueen.com, and I will answer them in single videos or at the end of the month. It depends on when you send it in. But you will get your answer because I'm here to help. And I love people when they email me back and go, I took your advice and I just won this. I'm so excited. Oh my God, that makes me so happy. So that's what I want from all of you. So when you win, please let me know. Send me a message, tag me in a post showing what you won, something. It just brightens my day because honestly, there's enough prizes for everybody. And why can't we all be winners? Why not, right? There's enough prizes to go around. So I will see you, and be sure to subscribe or like or follow. I don't know which channel you're following me on, so it's a different thing for each place. And that way you won't miss another live stream. Also, subscribe to my newsletter because I've started sending out notifications of my going live or other things that I'm doing a couple of days or a week in advance, depending on what it is. And so that way you won't miss that either. As I started realizing people were missing things because I was only sending out a newsletter every 2 weeks or so, and that's not enough. People were missing the lives. Oh, I missed it. I didn't know about it. And so instead of just having the calendar in one spot, now I'm putting them in several places. And so you guys won't miss any of this because heck, it is fun to win. There you go. Absolutely. Let me know. So I will talk to you later, and send me any questions you have. Have a winning day.